Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review for you guys of the S.H.Figuarts Star Wars The Mandalorian. Now, I want you guys to stay through this whole review because there are some issues. I might be just mine that I got, but just some things that you guys want to look out for with this figure. If you notice the child that's to his left or your right, that is the Star Wars Black Series, the child. I wasn't able to pick up the S.H.Figuarts one yet, but I got that one today on filming this video at a GameStop, reasonably priced, 10 bucks. But let's get this guy out of the way and look at the size comparison so that way we can take a look at the detail and the articulation and the paint apps of this figure. So hit that like button, guys. Let's get this video with a bunch of likes so that way we can have my video spread throughout the interverse that's out there that everybody likes to entertain themselves with. We have Mando with Marvel Legends Deadpool, Mando with S.H.Figuarts Goku, Mando with NECA Predator. Okay, so now that we have the size comparisons out of the way, we're able to take a look at Mando's articulation, paint apps, and his accessories that we'll go through throughout this video. And you can probably hear it in the sound of my voice, but I am kind of hurt and disappointed with this figure, and we'll go over that in a little bit. But or you might just see it in the middle of this review, or it could happen at any moment. But as soon as I pick up this figure, we'll see if you'll be able to see why I'm upset. But this figure, aesthetically, the way it looks, you are getting, a premium figure from S.H.Figuarts, and they've not disappointed whatsoever, with most of the figures that you get from them. So if you pick this guy up, just be wary of the things that I talk to you about. But if we look at him right here, he looks fantastic, man. I mean, the detail on the Beskar helmet looks great. I mean, it captures the character very well. You could see all the detail from the battle scars and battle damage he had from his old Beskar armor that he had in the beginning of the first couple episodes. If you haven't seen this show, I highly recommend it a lot. This is a great show, and this character does some good work in this show, so definitely watch it. So look at that. There's one of the issues I have right there. Just popped off. Let me get this out of the way. Oh my goodness. This guy's falling apart on me. Get his rifle out of the way. So there you go. There's one of the issues I have. This guy came out of the box like this. There's an issue with the joint. It's this piece right here. This piece is very loose. Like, it's like warped, I guess you want to say it. The plastic is not hard. There wasn't enough thickening agent in this piece of the plastic. So when you try to rotate this piece here, which is the bicep swivel, it completely bends this out of the way and pops out the joint. And even just moving the figure, the joint pops out. And this is mine. I don't know if anybody else has had this issue, but let me know in the comments if you guys had this issue with this figure, because this figure was just recently released. I like to know how many other people had this issue. Also, the Beskar I guess shoulder plates or pads, some of those fall off pretty easily, but you can see that the paint on the figure is done to the T. I mean, it has all the correct, locations where it needs to be accurately painted. You can see the nice silver with the brown, for all of his little gadgets, the brown on the belt, also the silver. You can also see his blaster here. Now, this blaster piece does come off, so you can switch it out to have it unholstered, and little pieces come out so you can have the detail. But yeah, this guy is painted all the way around. I mean, if they wanted to be cheap, this piece right here could have been just, I don't know, they could have just not painted and just left it, but they put detail and everything on this guy. Also, what's great, cloth cape, love it. I don't know why more toy manufacturers don't use cloth capes, but with that being said, I mean, this figure looks great. I give it a good, for paint and aesthetics, I give it a good B. You can't go wrong with it. I mean, it has everything you need to be able to accurately show this figure off. It has all the bells and whistles. It's not an A, but it is a B. I mean, it has, what it needs to be portraying the character correctly. Now, we're going to go into the articulation. So everybody's favorite part of the show, it's articulation time. So head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, swivel. You gotta be very careful with that. Bend at the elbow, swivel, and a hinge. Diaphragm forward, diaphragm back. We also have a swivel, leg moves forward, leg moves back. Mando has a decent spread. Bend at the knee, ball hinge, pivot, and a toe hinge. Hinge, hinge, hinge. So now that we got the articulation out of the way, we're able to take a look at some of the figure's accessories. So this figure has a lot of great accessories with him. I mean, one, obviously the cape. I took off the arm because it's gonna be kind of hard to leave it on, you know, through the whole review, but it just keeps falling off. Any little wiggle or juggle and it comes off completely. So the accessories that we're gonna go over are his rifle. His rifle is pretty neat. It comes apart because you're able to, like, you know, he has weapon storage, so you're able to store it on his back. And it does have a few pieces that come off, and you want to be very careful, you know, with those the best you can because of how delicate this figure is. And I'm not trying to say that to be funny or anything, but you could see that the rifle's painted beautifully. It has all the things it needs. That little brown piece right here that you can see, I'm gonna pick it up for you guys. This little piece right here is to be able to buckle it in the back. Like I said, he has weapon storage, so that's why his cape has a little hole in the back, so that way you could plug it in there and he's able to mount it on the back, so that way, you know, it could be show accurate. He does have his little leather strap here for that, and he also has another piece, so if you're gonna actually put it in his hands, you pretty much remove this and this, stick this bad boy on there. You got to be careful when pegging it in because it is shaped, so you don't want to break it, and the peg is pretty flimsy as it is, so you want to peg everything in correctly. And there you go, you have his blaster or his rifle, his tuning fork rifle as indicated in the show. And then he also has his other blaster. Here's the unholstered version of it, so that way you can put that on him, so that way you can have his weapon in his hand. And then here's the holstered version, which I think is really neat that they give you those two little versions. The detail on them are done well. It looks exactly like the one in the show. You got some silver, you got some black, you got some brown. Not much to say there. Now let's go into the amount of hands this guy comes with. So Mando comes with a total of 4 pairs of hands, and he has a slightly like gripping hand or holding hand that he comes with, so he has a total of 9 hands altogether, and they are detailed very well when it comes to the paint apps. You can definitely see that they really paid attention to detail. They have the blue triangle, they have the black glove, brown fingertips, and that pretty much does it when it comes to his hands. So all in all, I give this figure, you know, a straight B. It's a very nice figure. It has everything you're looking for with this line of the Mandalorian. I'm pretty sure they're going to keep going because I did see that they're making IB-88. They're making the child. They also have the full Beskar armor version of him that's going to be coming out, that I will be doing reviews of, you know, once they come out. I just hope they don't have this QC issue of the plastic being really bad in this one little portion. I mean, you can see it wiggles real easily without much force, and the joints on this figure are really tight, but the bicep swivel is crazy tight. Like, you can barely move it, you know. So that's one of the things that really threw me off on this figure. But everything else, the detail of this figure, the accessories comes great. Now as for this guy, the child, this is from the Star Wars Black series, and I believe he works very well with the S.H.Figuarts Mando. I think they're scaled just right. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I'd like to hear. So, you know, that pretty much wraps up this review, guys. I give this guy a solid B. Pick him up. Hopefully you don't get the same QC issue that I got. Hopefully I can get this guy exchanged for a new one, because yeah, I'm very disappointed. If not, well, it is what it is. That's the business I'm in when it comes to collecting. You know, that's why I always buy multiples just in case, but this one I didn't. And I hope you guys really liked this review. Let me know in the comments. Hit that like button because it really helps out the channel. You guys don't even know how much hitting the like button really helps. And make sure you hit the bell icon so you guys get notifications of every time I post up a video, and you won't miss out on any of my videos. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next review.